So good morning everyone. In last class we have completed one chapter that is called as triangle and its properties. Okay, so now today we are starting a new chapter that is called as ratio and applications. So in this which topics we will learn? We will learn about ratio. What is ratio? We will learn. What is proportion? We will learn. Next we will learn about unitary method. Next is direct proportion. And also along with this we will learn some important formulas. Okay, so this chapter is very important because you will get 8 marks questions in exams. Okay, from this compulsory 8 marks question will be there. Okay, so now we will start our chapter. So first, what is ratio? So what do you mean by ratio? We will learn. So always you will be comparing your heights and weights with each other. Okay, so always you will be comparing heights and weights with each other. So if you are comparing, you will compare height with height only and also weight with weight only. You will not compare as height and weight or weight or height. So what is ratio? Ratio is a comparison of two equal units. So if you are comparing with height, for other person also you will compare with height only. If you are comparing with weight, therefore other person also you will compare with weight only. So you will be checking the heights and weights. What do you mean by ratio? Means comparison of two equal quantities, we will call it as ratio. So what do you mean by ratio? Comparison of two equal quantities. Comparison of two equal quantities, we will call it as ratio. That means if you are finding height of one person, you are comparing the heights of two persons here. So if it is 4 feet, this will be 5 feet. For both the persons you are comparing height only. You are not comparing height with weight. Okay. So what do you mean by ratio? Ratio is nothing but comparison of two equal quantities. Okay. So how you will denote the ratio? With two dots we will denote the ratio. So how to denote the ratio? With the two dots we will denote the ratios. Okay. How to write the ratio term? That is A is to B. So this is the first person, this is the second person. You can think as persons because you are comparing height and height. Okay, so first person's height and second person's height you are comparing. Okay, so how to write this ratio in terms of general form? That is A is to B, and we denote the ratio as these 2 points. We will call this as is to. What we call it as is to. A is to B. Okay, so here A is called as first term. A is called as first term or antecedent. A is called as first term or antecedent, and B is called as second term or consequent. Okay, so A is called as first term or antecedent and B is called as second term or consequent. These two A and B are called as terms. Okay, so this is called as ratio. So what do you mean by ratio? Ratio is a comparison of two equal quantities. If you are comparing the height with the other person, you will compare height only. Height with the height only you will compare, weight with weight only you will compare. So this is called as ratio. In this ratio, ratio is denoted with two dots, and these two dots we will call it as is to. What we call it as is to. In this, A and B are called as terms. What we call this A and B as terms, and A is called as first term or antecedent and B is called as second term or consequent. So this is about ratio. Okay. So next we will start our exercise for this. After completing this exercise, you are having about proportion. At that time, I will discuss the proportion term. So, first exercise you see, exercise number 1. In that first solution we will see. So, what is the first question here? What is the ratio of 100 and 10 rupees? So, what is the ratio of rupees 100 and rupees 10? Express your answer in the simplest form. So, we have to find the ratio of 110 and also we have to express that in the form of simplest form. And ratio is nothing but writing the ratio in the form of multiples of that value. Okay, suppose I am giving the ratio as 2:3. 2:3 is not a result. Okay, so that means the result is in the form of multiples of this value. Multiples of 2, the result will be in the form of multiples of 2 and multiples of 3. We can also express this ratio as this. So, the result will be in the form of multiples of 2 and multiples of 3. So, this is also called as ratio. Okay. So, the result we are expressing here. Okay. Next, what is the question? What is the ratio of rupees 100 and rupees 10? Express your answer in simplest form. So, first is ratio of 100 rupees and 10 rupees. How to write the ratio? Already I told you ratio is nothing but we will denote with these two dots. That is these two dots. Okay. So, how to express this? We can express as 100 rupees is to 10 rupees. Okay, this is the ratio of the given numbers, given question. That is 100 rupees is to 10 rupees. So, this is the one ratio. Okay, this ratio we have to convert into simplest form. That means these two numbers in which table will cancel we have to show. Okay, now how to cancel this? We can write this ratio as division also, that is 100 rupees by 10 rupees. Ratio can be written in the form of A by B value also. Okay, now rupees will get cancelled, 0 will get cancelled. So, what is the remaining one? 10 by 1. So, this 10 by 1 we can write in the form of 10:1. So, this 10:1 is the simplest form. Okay, again listen, what is ratio? Ratio is nothing but comparison of two equal quantities. Ratio is denoted with two dots. We will write in this form, that is A:B. This AB is our terms and these two dots we will call it as is:2. This ratio can also be written in the form of fraction and this fraction will be converted into ratio also. Okay, ratio can be written in the form of fraction and fraction can also be written in the form of ratio. And these ratio, if you want to find the result, always the ratio means this 2 will be in the form of multiples of that value. The answer will be in the form of multiples of 2 and multiples of 3. Not only this 2 and 3, if you are having any other ratio, this answer is in the form of multiples of this value. 10 into 10 will be 100. 1 into 10 will be 10. So again, if you take the multiples of these two, the result is again the question. Okay, again you got the question only here. If you take the multiples here, again you got the same question here. Okay, so this is called as ratio. Next is second solution. Sudha has rupees 5 money with Radha is 3 times the money with Sudha. How much money does Radha have? So Sudha is having 5 rupees and Radha is having 3 times of money with Sudha. So Sudha is having 5 rupees and Radha is having 3 times more than Sudha it seems. That means 3 into 5 we have to do. So how much money does Radha have? So Radha is having how much amount we have to find. So first question, What is the ratio of Radha's money and Sudha's money? We have to find the ratio of Radha's money as well as Sudha's money. And second one, what is the ratio of Sudha's money and Radha's money? So reverse also we have to do. So what they gave first, amount with Sudha is how much? Rupees 5. And amount with Radha is 3 times of Sudha. So 3 times is nothing but multiplication. Sudha is having how many rupees? 5 rupees. So Radha will be having 15 rupees. Okay. So next question. What is the ratio of Radha's money and Sudha's money? We have to find the ratio. So in this first bit, ratio of Radha's money and Sudha's money. So what is how many rupees are there with Radha? That is 15 rupees. That is 15 rupees is to Sudha is having how many rupees? 5 rupees. So this is the ratio. Okay, if you want to convert in simplest form, you have to cancel. That is 5 ones are 5 3s are. So what is the ratio? 3:1. Okay. Now second bit in this, ratio of Sudha's money and Radha's money. So with Sudha how many rupees? That is 5 rupees is to how many rupees with Radha? That is 15 rupees. So we have wrote in the form of ratio. If you want to convert into simplest form. So cancel the terms. 5 ones are 5 3s are. So what is the ratio here? 1:3. So ratio of Radha's money and Sudha's money is 3:1 and ratio of Sudha's money and Radha's money is 1:3. Again you can see this 3:1. 15 is a multiple of 3, 5 is a multiple of 1. Okay, so this is in the form of, if you want to write this ratio in the form of result, the answer will be in the form of 3 multiples and 1 multiple. So 15 is a multiple of 3 and 5 is also a multiple of 1. Okay, in the same way 1:3. 5 is a multiple of 1 and 15 is also a multiple of 3. Okay, so this is how we will find. Next is what is the next one? Divide 96 chocolates between Raju and Ravi in the ratio 5:7. So how many chocolates are there? Total 96 chocolates are there. That 96 chocolates you have to divide between 2 members, that is Raju and Ravi. So what is the ratio there? 5:7. So here Raju's ratio is 5 and Ravi's ratio is 7. So the answer will be in the form of 5 multiples and 7 multiples. Okay, so now we will solve this. Total number of chocolates. Total number of chocolates is equals to 96. And what is the ratio? Ratio of chocolates between Raju and Ravi is how much? 5:7. So Raju is having 5 ratio and Ravi is having 7 ratio. So the result of Raju's chocolates will be in the form of 5 multiples and the result of Ravi's ratio will be in the form of 7 multiples. So total will be how much? 96. So we can write 5x plus 7x is equals to 96. Sum of two chocolates, total number of chocolates will be equals to 96. Now 7 plus 5, that will be 12. 12x is equals to 96. Send this 12 to other side. So x is equals to 96 by 12. So you can cancel in 8 times. 12 ones are, 12 eights are. So x value you got it as 8. Now this x value you have to substitute in both the ratios. So number of chocolates with Raju. Raju's ratio is how much? 5x here. So 5 is a constant value. X value you got it as 8. So that will be 5 8s will be 40. So with Raju, how many chocolates are there? 40 chocolates are there. And number of chocolates with Ravi. So what is the ratio of Ravi here? 7x. So 7 is a constant value. X is 8. So you got it as 56. So number of chocolates with Ravi is how many? 56. So this is our third solution. So once again you see, total number of chocolates are 96. That 96 chocolates you have to divide between two members, that is Raju and Ravi. And also they have given the ratio for that as 5 is to 7. So ratio of Raju is 5, ratio of Ravi is 7. So this is not a result. This ratio we have to convert into result. So how to convert? The result will be in the form of 5 multiples and 7 multiples. This x, why I have taken this x? Because in the place of x, we can take it as 1, 2, 3 or 4. So and so on. So 5 ones are 5, 5 twos are 10. So the result will be in the form of multiples of this value. Okay. So now what they told, total number of chocolates means we have to add. So I'm adding these two values, that is 5x plus 7x is equals to 96. 5 plus 7 is 12x is equals to 96. I'm sending this 12 to other side. X is equals to 96 by 12. 12 ones are, 12 eights are. So what is the x value? You got it as 8. Now this x value you have to substitute in these two ratios. Okay. So number of chocolates with Raju is how many? 5x. 5 is a constant number. You can't change that. In place of x you got it as 8. So 5 eights is 40. Next, number of chocolates with Ravi. So what is the ratio of Ravi here? 7x. So 7x. 7 is a constant number which you can't change. In place of x is 8. 7 eights are 56. So total number of chocolates with Raju is 40 and total number of chocolates with Ravi is 56. So remaining problems will continue tomorrow. Thank you.